Payroll, expenses, and bills management and Web3 just got easy with parcel.money. What's up everybody, it's your boy Thompson from OSPN, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up parcel.money to manage your community expenses, payrolls, and bills in a few steps. Just in case you don't know what Parcel is a zero-gas on-chain payroll solution that helps teams manage their expenses, payments, and bills in simple steps. One of the beautiful things I like about Parcel is that you get to simplify invoicing, amplify your payments tracking and everything, then make clients management super easy. Now, to set up Parcel, you just need to go to parcel.money. Once you're in parcel.money, open the app. It's going to take you straight to v3.parcel.money. That way you can sign in with an Ethereum wallet, and I'm going to use MetaMask in this case. Now here's the sign-in message. I'm just going to sign this, the sign-in request, and it's currently logging me in. Voila, we are in the organization dashboard, and here are a few organizations where I'm a safe owner on Safe. Safe is a multi-sig where you can sign and distribute payments among teams, and it's super easy. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use the bidder cartography Safe. But before we dive right into that, you can see home, see what the interface looks like. Here are a few organizations and incoming payments that we have set up, although this is already outdated. Been a long time, and these are the payrolls. Total of 5 active payrolls. So just gonna head straight to organizations and open bidder cartography. Now I'm gonna do this later. I can decide to create the payments right now, onboard the contributor to Parcel, which currently is checked, but I'm gonna do this later. One thing you want to know is that Parcel makes payments super easy, and to track all the transactions, you're gonna click here. Here are a few pending transactions that we had from 7th of May 2023. These are the transactions details and approval rates and amounts. This is where you can see the history. Gonna try the contacts. So contacts are basically the members of your communities or members of your team that you would want to add their names and their wallet addresses. In this case, let me add a contact. So what's their name? I'm just basically gonna say anointing 2. So wallet 1, and then I'm just gonna add a new wallet address. In this case, I'm gonna say addelabs.it. I can decide to choose this, and then I'll save contact as optional. I'm gonna save this as contributor, pay contributor via payroll. For this to happen, I'm going to proceed to create a new payroll, but I'm going to skip this because I don't want to add these contacts here right now. So I'm just going to go back. Just wanted to show you how to add the contacts. Let's move to payroll. Here we have total of 18 active contributors. This is very easy for you to track contributors, the roles and their teams, and then the upcoming payments that you have scheduled for them. In this case, you can see that there are no pending items. These are the number of contributors we have here with their names and their wallet addresses. Their role and teams are currently not available. So I can decide to create a new payroll. To do that, I'm going to click on create a payroll and set up contributor details. I'm just going to search, let's say, Anointing Thompson 1, and this is the wallet address attached to this. Now we have a payroll detail here that is set to fixed recurring. That means people that have a fixed amount each payroll cycle, just like a monthly continuous type of payment. So you have to set that. If the contributors of your team are recurring payments that you want to do for them, you set that up. If not, you can do pay as you go. So it's a one-time payment, and then that'll be it. Now I'm gonna do pay as you go. Start date to run this, I'm gonna say September 3rd, which is today. The role, team, and projects optional, but I'm gonna add role. I'd say video creator. Add that. I'm gonna select a team, start typing to create a team. So I'm just gonna do content team. I'm gonna add this, select projects. I would say OSPN educational projects. So once that is done, I'll proceed to click on payment details. It's going to take us to the next place. Now, because this wallet is already connected to a certain payroll, I would have to add another wallet to do that. So I'm going to choose new wallet and type in my wallet address or my ENS, which in this case I'm going to say adilabs.eth. There we have it. So we can choose to set as default wallet if you want. Now this is the payroll cycle in defaults, ends on last day of every month. It's due 1 day later in this case. I can see that the payments here calculated is per task and not recurring or per hour. You can choose to change this to per hour. That's if you are paying per hour. You can leave it per task. That's if you're paying per task. Payment value here will be proposed in the work reports as a different case. So let's say review. Now the login address, you can see everything. Payroll name is Anointing Thompson 1 with my wallet address. The start date, the role here, it's the video creator, the team, content team, as we've all set it up. So you can decide to click on create. Once I click on create, it's going to create a new payroll that will come up, and then we'll get to sign a transaction for that. Now let's go back to pay runs. Now here are the pay runs that we have available here. These are the up next, the ones that I've skipped this one already. And then we have an off cycle pay run, which basically pay contributors outside the payroll cycle. Now here we have an overdue pay run. This one is from August 1st, due September 1st, 2024. But one thing you must know is that this exact safe have been inactive for a long time. So all of these transactions are way overdue. Point of fact is most of these projects have sunsetted, including the project that owns this safe, which is why I'm not proceeding with any transaction in particular. I just wanted to show you all how to create a parcel account and start running payrolls and set up transactions, basically starts making use of these organizations. But if your organization don't have a multi-sig wallet, I'm going to link the video on how to set up a NLC save in the description. So do well to watch that video and take all the necessary steps that you need to set up a new multi-sig to start using Parcel. So another thing you want to check is the receipts and invoices, which is the cool part, right? I like the fact that there are receipts and then we have invoices for different transactions that were carried out a long time ago on this multi-sig. So this is what the invoices look like. You can decide to export this as SC, XP as well. Now we'll move over to expenses. Now we do not have requested expenses here. You see, for expenses, you basically just want to effortlessly manage reimbursement claims, needs and approvals. Let's take, for instance, the gas fee that was used to execute certain transactions. You want to reimburse that. That falls under expenses. And then the queued transaction and history and all of that. Let's say you want to add an expense. You just click on add expense here. So you can click here to drag and drop your invoice to upload. We do not have one yet. So let's see. Add expense for, I don't know, I'm saying Thompson 1. Okay. Now for these wallets, we can change the token to bank or whichever token you're using, and I'm going to say 1,500 banks. So we're going to set a date of expense. We can say 5th of September and then add the category. What services did the person do that is that warrants the payments for an expense? So I'll say marketing, and then write description, reimbursement for marketing support. all these are for instance. So you can decide to add the project and link, which is optional. You can add the projects here, then the link to show that what you are requesting an expense for is actually what it is. So after you're done with all of those setup, you can continue by adding expense here, which we are not going to do because this multi-sig is no longer functional. Now the payments, beautiful. Here you can see the pending reviews. We don't have any pending review for now. The ones that need approval, we don't have anyone for now. Then the queue, then the history. You find all of these things here. Effortlessly make payments and settle bills with vendors, providers, and everything here under the payments category. And then you can decide to upload a CSV as well. Drag and upload a CSV, maybe a spreadsheet, or whichever one that you are using to initiate a payment transaction. And then you can send money out once you're done by clicking send money, once you're done with all of the setups that you need to do before you send out funds or initiate a transaction, which is obviously going to trigger a transaction in your multi-sig that is going to allow or request signatures from your multi-sig signers. You can see the accounts here. We see the safe balance, and then you see the safe owners here with their wallet addresses. Rather, this is 3 of 5 signers on safe. That's the threshold to approve a transaction on this wallet. And then this is the multi-sig address. This is the organization, be the cartography on the bank list that way back. And then the preferences here, you can decide to set up a Discord notification or a Telegram notification or a Slack notification, depending on the communication channels your project is making use of. In this case, we say connect Discord, and it's going to prompt a Discord authorization message so that your project can receive notifications anytime a new transaction is up. You can see on my screen, it says parcel payroll notifier. You can authorize this, and then you begin to receive notifications on your Discord server anytime a new transaction is up or anytime a new payroll is initiated. So, and then these are the team members. Here you can find the team. You can classify each payroll by teams and manage them effectively, like you can see on my screen. So basically, you have 5 working groups or 4 working groups, and you want to classify them or separate them based on their working group to initiate a payroll for them, depending on the pay cycle. So you can create a team here, add the team name, say marketing for example purposes, create this. Now it's going to create a new team. Now open marketing team. There's nobody in this team yet, so you just add members here by, let's say I'm gonna add myself here, for instance. Like you can see on my screen, it's currently adding new marketing members. Right now you see I'm just the only one here, so you add more members whenever you want. In projects, you can classify each payment based on the project. Let's say, for instance, your community, you have a certain project like an educational video project that is going on, and you have members in different projects. You can set up a project pay cycle here or a pay run here. So you can basically add new categories here or use the existing ones. So if you have bounty category, we have the co-working category. You can add as many as you want right here. You can switch profiles here based on how many multi-sig you are a member of. Basically, that's how to set up Parcel to manage your team's payroll, expenses, and bills effortlessly. If you find this video helpful, do well to like and subscribe. And if you have any question, please drop them in the comment section below and we'll attend to them. See you on the next one.